More. Cathy's Loudon on runner. 3, Mr. Moonraker, Simon McNeil. 6, Sign Again, Richard Dunwoody. 7, Welsh Oak, Mark Dwyer. 8, Duke of Milan, with Simon Sherwood putting up 2 pounds overweight. 5 runners.
Nearest in the betting at 2 half free is Welsh Oak on 4 to 1. Sign Again is 9 to 2. Mr. Moonraker is 5 to 1 from 9 to 2, and Duke of Milan completing the show 11 to 2.
Big jump this time, and Duke of Milan going on in the early stages from Mr. Moonraker and Sign Again, then Welsh Oak, and half free is the back marker of the quintet. Duke of Milan with Simon Sherwood putting up 2 pound overweight. Sign Again on the inner, and then Mr. Moonraker, little gap then to Welsh Oak and half free. Sign Again on the inside, on the far side Duke of Milan, very close to them Mr. Moonraker, little gap then to the grey Welsh Oak, and then half free. Duke of Milan bowling along in the lead now from Sign Again and Mr. Moonraker, then Welsh Oak and half free, and quite a long run to the next fence. Duke of Milan, one of the fresh horses in the field, has only run 4 times this season. Simon Sherwood started a little bit slowly, but he's been tanking on lately, riding plenty of winners. And he leads from Mr. Moonraker, who goes just marginally second ahead of Sign Again over on the far side. And then Welsh Oak and half free. So they run down to the next. Duke of Milan from Mr. Moonraker. And, oh, a little mistake there by Sign Again, who actually jumped at second, but he's all right. Mr. Moonraker's third, and 4 is Welsh Oak and 5 half free. Just a nice gallop at the moment. Duke of Milan from Sign Again and Mr. Moonraker, and Welsh Oak getting a little bit closer, and then half free. Offering 5 to 4 in running they are. Half free as Duke of Milan comes to the next in the lead from Sign Again and Mr. Moonraker and Welsh Oak, and half free. Begin to race uphill for a complete circuit. Duke of Milan from Sign Again and Mr. Moonraker, Welsh Oak pretty close, and then half free. Half free, the senior runner, conceding up to 26 pounds here. Duke of Milan from Sign Again, Mr. Moonraker and Welsh Oak, half free. Now racing to the water. Duke of Milan from Sign Again and Welsh Oak over on the far side. Mr. Moonraker and half free. Now the first of the ditches. Duke of Milan, Sign Again, Welsh Oak, Mr. Moonraker and half free. Another plain one before the final ditch. Number 11. Sign Again landed in the lead there. The outside of Duke of Milan, who goes on again. Half free, getting a lot closer now as they race to the final ditch. Duke of Milan, Sign Again, Welsh Oak, Mr. Moonraker and half free together. And Sign Again a faller there. Sign Again has gone. The horse is up on his feet all right. His rider has yet to rise. Duke of Milan is in the lead from Welsh Oak second as they come to the fence at the top of the hill. Duke of Milan, Welsh Oak, half free and Mr. Moonraker. I look back and see that Sign Again's partner Richard Dunwoody is up on his feet, and as they run downhill it's Duke of Milan from Welsh Oak, half free goes third. Mr. Moonraker not looking as though he's appreciating this ground, back in fourth. Duke of Milan from Welsh Oak, half free third. Mr. Moonraker 4 as they run down towards the next. Duke of Milan on the inside of the grey Welsh Oak. Half free's got it to do now. And Mr. Moonraker. Duke of Milan, a beautiful jump there from Welsh Oak. Half free, about 8 lengths in arrears. Mr. Moonraker virtually out of it, racing towards the home turn. in this South Wales Shires Mara Handicap chase, with 2 fences left to jump now and very little between Welsh Oak and Duke of Milan. Duke of Milan on the far side with the advantage at the moment from Welsh Oak, half free, looking in a hopeless position really at the moment as they come down to the second last. Duke of Milan on the far side and Welsh Oak on the near side. There's nothing between them. Half free is about 12 lengths in arrears now. Welsh Oak's taken a marginal advantage on the near side now as they come down to the last fence. Welsh Oak, the grey on the near side. Duke of Milan on the far side. The Duke lands in the lead though. It's Duke of Milan on the far side. Welsh Oak on the near side. There's very little between them as they race up towards the line. Duke of Milan being pressed all the time by Welsh Oak. It's Duke of Milan holding Welsh Oak. Duke of Milan is going to win it at the line. Duke of Milan is the winner and Welsh Oak is second. Half free really struggling up to the line under this big burden, and he's only just going to get there ahead of Mr. Moonraker. Half free, in fact, is third ahead of Mr. Moonraker 4, and so the result is first Duke of Milan, owned by Mr. R.E. Morris Adams, trained by Nick Gaselee and ridden by Simon Sherwood. Second, number 7 Welsh Oak, owned by Mr. G.E. Amy, trained by David Gandolfo and ridden by Mark Dwyer. And third, number 1 Half Free, owned by Sheikh Ali Abu Kamsin, trained by Fred Winter and ridden by Peter Scudamore.
And 11-2. Second, number 7 Welsh Oak, 4-1, and third, number 1 Half Free, the 11-8 favourite, 5 rounds.